Well, it looks like Wrexham have a real good chance of doing both of these things, both of these tasks, getting promoted and winning the trophy. But the visitors here today likewise have the same opportunities as both these sides come out onto the racecourse. There's over 8,000 here today for an FA Trophy cut-tie. It's amazing support once again from the Wrexham crowd. And looking at back to Wrexham's form as well, of course.
Every single person in a Wrexham shirt and the fan base will know that they're going to score goals, and it's a great feeling to have.
Exactly. Well, goals is the name for Wrexham recently. We saw Ollie Palmer, since joining his matches played, he's only played 11 matches. Yeah, well, James Jones, I believe he won the Player of the Month last year, and he's had so many man of the match performances. Can we expect another one today? All the rest of the Wrexham side playing in white today in their third shirt. Stockport in strong blue colour, and the match kicked off. Stockport will be kicking off first, shooting towards the Wrexham stand as they try and send it forward towards McFadden, and the first foul being given away almost instantly. I'm sure that isn't signs of things to come. Sure, be a fast-paced, electric game coming.
It's a little bit soft, that foul. Quiggs has just put his arm across slightly, but if that's going to set the tone already, then hopefully it's a free-flowing game rather than stop-start.
Target McFadden against Wrexham as Ollie Palmer manages to squeeze that ball into Mullen, who loves to drift onto those wide areas, holding up the ball, causing all sorts of issues. And he causing another issue as he gets a cross in. The cross just pulls its way out to McFadden. A nice overlap. Clay Wafford giving room for McFadden to send the ball in. Palmer isn't able to get his feet onto the ball, and it just allows Stockport County to send the ball clear and expose the area that McFadden is left in his attacking areas. County with now 2-1 win away from home as the ball comes into the back post. And now is Liam Hogan, the skipper, trying to just control that ball, get it back down, trying to play it round, and the referees just managed to get in the way of things, but Stockport still hold the ball. And it's a lovely ball to the back post, but it can't be controlled into the back of the net. Wow, what a ball from the skipper, Liam Hogan, just bent. Mark Kitching will actually be playing left wing back today, so expecting to be on the right. I think the referees just blew the whistle there. I'm not sure what for.
Hopefully he's injured.
Yeah, I think there could be an injury to the referee here, as he doesn't look in the best. He doesn't look in the best manner. The referee here today is James Bell.
Yeah, I think he's.
James Bell is just having a word with the fourth official at the moment. I think he's gone.
That could change the game as well in a good way. It looks like the referee's injured.
The referee is. He's put his cards away, and it looks like the fourth official will be taking his place, Aaron Bannister. Well, I didn't expect the first substitution of the game to be a referee, did we, Lee? But hey, football manages to surprise you in many manners. As Aaron Bannister steps forward. Well, poor James Bell. I don't know if he took the knocker when Stockport had that earlier chance with Andy Cannon trying to get that ball in midfield. I think he might have brushed him, and might have just took a knock on his knee or his hamstring. But
too soft these
days. Well, Wrexham get back underway with Young managing to just a little bit of afters there. I think it was from the number 9 Paddy Madden, just with a little barge there. I think it's the first foul given to Wrexham actually in this game, which will be to the pleasure of the home support.
Yeah, it was a clever buy-in as well from Young. He's bought the foul off him, and just important that before the referee went off, is key with experienced football players. They know how to manipulate referees, so once they know they start getting the fouls, they can keep manipulating them.
Oh, what a quick free kick of Mullen! He's managed to get the cross in, and then it's a smart ball there from Ryan Johnson. Stockport get the cross in. It's the first attempt on goal on target for Stockport, with Will Collar getting the header of Dibble with firm hands, making sure that he's got control of the ball. Oh, it's just again from Rhett, really not looking up, not focusing. There's clearly a lack of focus.
Yeah, as I said before to you about Mullen and Palmer not splitting. They got two E's out from the throw-in. The two strikers actually doing the midfielders' work. They're three midfielders, one of them's being a spare man. There's 3v2 at the back. So it ultimately comes from Tozer and Hayden at the back to push the midfielders through and allow Palmer and Mullen to split the three at the back for Stockport, because at the moment, every time they're just getting out for the outside centre halves.
Mullen continuing the press. On by Hinchcliffe. Sends the ball. McClure wins the ball in midfield. A deft touch from Luke Young to Davis, who skipped past the skipper. Plays the ball to Ollie Palmer. Palmer tries to get the ball to Mullen. He gets it on his right. Calls for handball again. The referee waves away. Wrexham continue the pressure. Paul Johnson. Jones tries to continue an overlapping run, but Stockport cuts out really well. But there's some promising signs there. As play got back underway for Wrexham, John Davis did so well just to skip past Liam Hogan. You can see here, John Davis continuing that run, gets the ball to Palmer. It looked like there was a foul there as well. Ball gets to Mullen, just can't get it up to Ryan. It didn't look like a handball in that instance. The hands were down. And again,
it's good play from Jordan.
Really good play from
Jordan.
Jordan.
A great season, isn't he?
Yeah, oh, wow.
A real driving force in that midfield and adding goals to his game.
Well, speaking of goals, all competitions this season, John Davis managed to bag 11 goals for a midfield player as well. He's been so crucial, and not just his goals, his assists have been so pivotal, and even in his overall play, just the first touches, the depthness, it's obviously so light on his feet, and you can tell in those games over the March period where Wrexham really missed him in certain areas, but they managed to grind out results without their creative player. As Wrexham again give the ball away, the back line. Stockport managed to get the shot away, but it's not a good shot at that season. Not got a lot of goals himself, Luke Young, but he's been providing a lot of dangerous situations, and one could come here as the ball's sent in. And the curse of the coming.
Again, like we just seen, Palmer lose possession of the ball, and Stockport now end up having a corner from the mistake.
Well, it's just like you said, like you can see Palmer and Mullen haven't just been able to combine as well as they have done this season. In a short spell together since January. As there's a lot of space in the middle for Ollie Palmer to be provided the ball. Mullen chooses not to. He chooses to take the shot. Ben Hinchcliffe couldn't be sure where that ball was going. It looked to be going into the bottom left-hand corner. Another promising sign on the counter-attack for Wrexham.
No, yeah, it was obviously Mullen had no support with him. They couldn't catch him up quick enough, so he was always going to have a shot. Obviously, that gets the crowd off the chair a little bit, puts a little bit of pressure on Stockport now. But as you just seen there, we just seen the lads trying to catch up Mullen, who wasn't at full tilt. It just looked leggy.
Maybe Young will be taking this corner again. Maybe better than the last one as the ball comes into that back post, trying to find John Davis that time, who is leaping high, trying to get the ball back across goal, but Stockport trying to send the ball. McFadden cuts it out, put it into Rosehead from about 2 yards out.
Especially with his experience in the game, you'd have thought it'd be a chance, but again, it's come from mistake after mistake after mistake. And listen, they need to regroup in the change room, and not a few harsh words because they're on a great run, but what it needs to certainly be doing is maybe even a few changes coming on to give that energy.
Yeah, I think a bit more energy. Wow. Will that mistake by Stockport cost them in the end? Football is decided by key individual moments. And in that instance, it didn't go Stockport's way, but it could go Wrexham's way over the 90 minutes as they try and get the ball into Stockport's half. As the 45-minute mark has been indicated. Adding time on, it's well played by Madden. Plays that ball to Sarcevic. Sarcevic gets the controls quickly. What a save! What a save for Christian Dibble. He just stays tall, he stays strong, and he gets a strong leg there. Just enough to get the ball out of play. Wrexham really hanging on in this first half. Wow.
Great save from Dibs. I know he's become a bit of pressure from the fans, but ultimately, he does make these kind of saves. And again, from mistakes to turnover, and this will be a horrible time if they concede here.
Well, you can see Cannon there, lots of space on the edge of the box, but the ball has been sent all the way to the back post, and I think it actually hit the crossbar in the end. Maybe a foul there, I think before the ball even went out of play, and he signals for the end of the first half. Well, welcome back everybody to the second half of the FA Trophy semi-final between Wrexham and Stockport County. 0-0 at the break. A huge chance at the first half fell to the away side with Antoni Sarjevic having a chance about a few yards from goal and just leaning back, and he manages to send the ball into Rosette, and that signalled the end of the first half. And maybe it signalled a sign of change for Phil Parkinson in this second half. Maybe a few tinkerings, maybe a few changes to expectedly.
Yeah, I think sometimes the players need to make changes.
First half, Wrexham needs to be targeted.
100%. That's the first time he's isolated Johnson 1v1 Palmer, and he's won a free kick in a dangerous area. So you don't have to be too pretty with things. Just get it up to him.
John Davis takes the shot, but it wasn't strong enough. Not enough power. Not enough. First half was the man who played the ball into the centre-back Liam Hogan, who's been providing dangerous crosses. And here's that man again, Cannon. Plenty of space on the ball this time. And he went for a shot, just didn't get the right connection. And I think there was trying to ricochet there from one of the I think it was Hogan in the end. As the ball is swiped in, it was Hogan there, just tried to correct the poor shot back on target. It's like a game of pinball, isn't it?
Yeah, that was my commentator's curse there, I think.
We've had one each game.
One each, one all.
Yeah, let's keep it at that.
Yeah.
With the ball back in play. Bentosa. And you can see the hands all over Ollie Palmer's head there from Liam Hogan. The referee's just going to ignore it. Cannon winning the ball in midfield again, beating our number 8 in Luke Young. Madden does enough just to hold off the ball, and the referee just getting in the way of things there. And I think he's a bit annoyed there. And a dangerous ball in again. I think it was from Kitchen that time. The ball has to be sent clear. Ball sent in for throw. Johnson. And a great tackle there from Palmer on Cannon. Just has to force the ball back to Johnson, but Hogan wins that ball, trying to get it in quickly, and a great tackle from Cleric again. The ball is sent forward this time from McFadden. Mullin on this left-hand side.
That's better.
He chooses to cut outside, gets the shot across, forces a save. First big chance for Paul Mullin this game, really, and what a shot it was. Lots of power, lots of precision, and the save just comes in at the right time for Ben Hinchcliffe. You can see there, chooses to go on the outside of the number 5, Ashley Palmer, get the shot, and it's a great save.
Great save.
There is
He must be injured. He must be carrying a knock or something.
Andy Cannon is going to be substituted for Ryan Crosdale, which is, I was saying, it must be an injury, because you've got to say Andy Cannon has been really dominating that midfield this first 60 minutes, and the second substitution will be striker Scott Quigley, making his way for Connor Jennings, which will be an interesting one, because we saw Scott Quigley's had a few moments in the game where he's been causing all sorts of issues for Wrexham's back line, a bit strong, a bit intricate with his feet. It'll be maybe a case of tiredness, or maybe just a case of a tactical change, like
maybe tactical change as well. Obviously, bringing Connor on, he'll bring, Connor, we've all seen, I've played with him, you've seen him, and he'll bring that little bit of energy as well, but possibly bringing two of them off, concentrate on the league as well. You never know what Challenger's thought process is.
Well, of course, both teams play each other in the league soon. I think maybe this game is a case of sussing the other team out and what the styles of play are, the tactics, the formations, which could come to bite each other in the end. Although in this instance, Jones trying to get the ball to Palmer, and a pull back pass for Johnson, plays it into the path of Paul Mullin. He takes the shot, and it doesn't go in the back of the net. He just drags the ball, Paul Mullin. A huge opportunity for Wrexham. The first big opportunity since Paul Mullin's initial chance at the start of the second half. It's fell to him again. He's had plenty of time on the ball. What a chance for Wrexham. Stockport. Ball sent out wide once more. Stockport getting a bit more lively as he dribbles past 1, dribbles past 2. Ball finds its way to Connor Jennings. And what a save from Christian Dibble again. Not once but twice this game. He's come up with a huge save. Massive chance for Stockport. McAlinden with that left foot. A dangerous crossing. Ball fumbles its way. Chest down. John Davis! Oh, what a save! What a save from Ben Hinchcliffe.
people with pace, and no disrespect to them, you know, remember Sizovic, they don't have the brain capacity to think like that. They rely on their pace.
Well, Bentosa lining up another throw, but he goes short to the near post this time. Hayden was coming in. The Red Baron. Rhys Johnson! What a save again. Ben Hinchcliffe, Rhys Johnson. First time. Cuts it back across. It's drifting into the top right hand corner. The Stockport goalkeeper had to get his hand to it. That's the fourth official signaling time.
Can Wrexham do it again as they did last week, and they win in injury time?
Luke Young searching ball to the back post. Stockport look to counter attack with their high scorer Madden. Skips the ball into the path of Sojovic. Bradshaw continues run, but McAlinden, the substitute, wins the ball. That's a work in the crowd, and Paul Mullen makes a surging run on this left-hand side. He chips the goalkeeper. Oh, what a goal! What a goal from Paul Mullen! 91st minute. Wrexham want to be going to the FA Trophy final. Wrexham could be going to Wembley. What a goal from Paul Mullen! He's done it again. This team just don't know when to quit.
Unbelievable goal. That is why you pay the money.
Paul Mullen, his 18th of the season, and what a time to get it against Stockport County, the league leaders in the National League. But it looks like they're going to be crashing out as Wrexham surge their way into the FA Trophy final. Key moment to the game, his third attempt. What a ball. Jordan Davis sends the ball to Mullen. He takes a look up, and the keeper's completely off his line. Paul Mullen just takes a long look up and chips the goalkeeper. What a finish! What a player! What a team! Wrexham 1-0, Wembley bound.
That is some goal. Hopefully now the fans, I know it's sick and thing, but wait to the celebrations till they win the game, because you don't want anyone to come onto the pitch. But what a goal! That's Premier League finishing.
Premier League finishing at his finest. And you've got to say what a pass as well for Jordan Davis. He takes that first touch, just one touch, and then sends it into the path of Mullen. You've got to be aware for 90 minutes. Stockport County, but one time they switched off, especially the goalkeeper who's had a great game, you can't lie. He switched off for 1 second, and Paul Mullen is going to pounce on that opportunity. He's had two good chances beforehand. Third time, he's not going to make the same mistake twice.
Yeah.
What a goal. And Wrexham really have an important few minutes. In Stockport have made a substitution in the meantime. We haven't even noticed that. Apologies for...
Duff has come on for Johnson.
It was Duff for Johnson. Dibble with a strong punch clear. And Wrexham can go to counter-attack again. Dan Jarvis has a look up. Palmer's in plenty of space. Dan Jarvis got into the midfield and chooses Hall Johnson on the left. And I think Hall Johnson, he tries to take it. Pitching on, he does keep it on. And this might be a sign of game management here. And it is, in Hall Johnson holding two men off. Tries to win the free kick, and Hall Johnson is down. I think the ball actually managed to go out there. Or maybe a free kick. It's hard to tell from our view. Hinchcliffe sends the ball high again. Jennings tries to win it against Davis, who sends it into Palmer. And Palmer putting the pressure on the skipper in Hogan. And it's not, I have to say, that's a really soft foul given against Ollie Palmer there. Didn't not too much in it there on Hogan. I think the benefit of the doubt's gone his way.
Yeah, tactically, whatever they've done at half-time with Phil Parkinson has been magnificent. You can even see the energy now in Mullen and Palmer where it wasn't there first half. Jordan's now getting into the pockets when he slipped it through. His second half has been completely different to the first half of game football.
And Hinchcliffe is just slipped as he's taken the free kick, and Madden tries to control the long range effort, but there's not enough power on it, and it just fumbles its way to the path of Christian Dibble, who's not going to take any quick attempts to get back onto his feet. And Dibble can see this game out. Listen to that noise from the race course. They know where they're going. They're going to Wembley as the 94th minute hit. The referee takes a look at his watch once.
It's in again.
You see his strength, he's going to tip the keeper again.
It's a goal.
It's a goal again. Paul Mullen, twice he's chipped the goalkeeper. Twice he's scored. Wrexham bound for Wembley. What a noise from the The number 10's at it again!
He's a special player, isn't he? Especially the fans have took to him, he's took to the fans as well, and you know what? Hard work, which him and Palmer have done, has got his rewards now.
Paul Mullin has not stopped running for an entire 90 minutes. It was hard in the first half, where it was just him and Palmer, but he's earned the rewards. He chips the goalkeeper again, and he's got plenty of time with the ball, and you can see Stockport tend to go, and Paul Mullin, he's not going to make a mistake like Sotovich did in that first half. He's just going to place it into the back of the net. It's 2-0 Wrexham. Wow. Well, when you look at the first half, Lee, you would have thought it would have been really tight in this game, and just like that, it's 2-0. Unbelievable scenes at the racecourse.
That's game over, I think, as soon as it gets played to play.
Referee takes a look at his watch. The fans, they want to hear that final whistle blown now. Ball sent in, Sotovich tries to win, toes it with a back heel. Dan Jarvis just sent it in Mullin this time. He knows he's got 2 goals. He doesn't need to waste any energy and send it for the ball. The whistles are getting cheered by the crowd, and here it comes. Wrexham are bound for Wembley. Wrexham beats the National League leaders at the racecourse in a monumental game. A huge point in the season for Wrexham and Phil Parkinson. What a performance, what a second half performance, Lee, by Wrexham. 2 goals for Paul Mullin.
Yeah, fantastic result. Who knows? Listen, I've just watched Stockport there, and if they're top of the league, and I've watched Wrexham more than I have at Stockport, so, but teams, listen, there can be changes now. This could be a psychological massive boost now. How Stockport react to this in terms of if they are going to fail, because it doesn't look like Wrexham are going to give up on anything.
Well, you have to say, Wrexham have